wholeness, beautiful beings. May this message find you well and whole. My name is Nadja Rashida, and today's topic for the month of September, is presence. And so I thought we could start off with how important it is to activate that confidence, that courage within you, and stand firm in the unknown. Presence allows that. It's the gateway to the unknown. We're not, so like I've mentioned before, with the topic at hand for this month, deals with a bit of quantum physics, and bending of time, if you will. We are, conditioned very young. It's even genetically, I believe, coded within us, programmed within us to perceive time in a very linear way. You have A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, morning, afternoon, night, right? And I mentioned several times before that time doesn't work that way. If you so choose. I mean, if that programming works for you, fine. To me, it can be a bit of a trap for our consciousness. What do I mean by that? If you even look at the word time, and you in the English word, okay, time, T-I-M-E, spell it backwards, E-M-I-T, to emit something, to exclude something from something else. And so when I think of linear time is, it emits all other timelines and all other potentialities. It only focuses on one thing, what's right in front of you, and it's very limited. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, okay? It's simplified in a way that the subconscious human mind can handle, can keep organized in a very wild and chaotic world, right? They tell us that nature is wild and there's no order, it's complete chaos, but that is a complete story, okay? Nature has her own cycles and seasons, and human beings, year after year, we're getting further and further and further and further away from those natural, organic cycles, all right? There was a time where we would get up with the sun. There was a time when we would sleep with the sun. And, and now we get up before dawn and we have our alarm clocks, and we have our routines, our morning or afternoon work routines, night routines. We have structure. We have all these things. And this topic this month isn't about anti-time. It's not about anti-structure or being organized or being disciplined. It's about, especially for those of you who are practitioners of manifestation or manifesting your desired reality, placing yourself in alignment, you have to adjust how you perceive time, because all that is desired and wanted, all moments exist simultaneously. Time is spherical and cyclical. Things and moments and experiences repeat over and over and over and over again. And the only thing that I would say should evolve is how we as a human collective perceive such things, okay? Because, and I mentioned in one of my other videos before, you sometimes, if you haven't learned a lesson in your life, right, in your lifeline, if you're in your lifetime, if you haven't learned a lesson in a relationship, at a job, a family, relationship, it comes right back up again. However much time we have on the planet or in this realm or in this life, it comes right back up again, and it's slightly different. But haven't you ever noticed sometimes you'll be like, didn't I just have a relationship like this? Or didn't I just work with an employee like this? Or didn't I just leave an environment or a social group like this before? And if you find yourself in a similar cycle, you need to pay attention. You need to actually access that spherical time frame because it's spherical, it's very feminine, right? It's a to the man-made order, square, cube energy of Saturn that they have, you know, shoved down our throats for probably a few millennia now. I would say, like, it, you know, feminine time, I mean, it's very, very feminine. It's almost like a womb, okay? And to the masculine order that we have here, right? To this very linear, very square, everything's, you know, organized. It's chaotic. It's chaos. But that's what it is. It's all moments simultaneously existing all at once. You have the past, the future, or the past, present, and future all existing simultaneously. And it just depends on how you align yourself to meet what already is waiting for you. So with that, to the title of this video, confidence and is key. You want to stand with confidence into the unknown. You know, opening yourself up to the unknown is a scary thing. It's a scary process. It's not easy. I'm going through that right now. A lot of, not what ifs. I don't play the what if game, but a lot of unknowns. And usually unknowns become known to you when you're in alignment. If you're out of alignment, you're going to be a confused mess. You're going to be consumed by the frequency of doubt, fear, anxiety, the what if game, never ending. And then you end up attracting, because we're all magnetic, you end up attracting things that are not for you, or that comes at the wrong time, or doesn't come at all. And here's the thing about having confidence when entering into the unknown. Time, being present with the perception of a cyclical, spherical time frame, if you will. The unknown, entering into that void, opens and allows the magic of life to unfold before you. When you lock onto a certain outcome, then you begin to design all these narratives and stories into your head, thinking that's the outcome for me. And you're not present. You're not allowing the present, because the present can only show you step by step the next steps to take. Yes, we all have an innate intuitive ability, I think, naturally built into our species. Some of it's strong. Some people have it stronger than others. Others, it lies dormant. Others, you know, create a YouTube channel and they sell it. You know, like it's just there. It's just it's one of our abilities among many that are dormant. But we have that. And sometimes, you know, you'll get visions, you'll get messages, downloads, transmissions, you know, from other versions of yourself. And you're like, oh my gosh, this is what it's supposed to be. This is where I'm supposed to go. But then you tune right back into the present moment. You're like, but this is where I'm at. What do I do now? How do I get from here to there? And it's all about allowing the present moment to unfold. It takes courage. It takes bravery. It takes confidence. And it definitely takes discipline. You have to have structure. I know it may seem counterintuitive with feminine energy, because it's always go with the flow. You know, don't worry about it. Just be. And listen here, it's not feminine versus masculine. I want to make that abundantly clear. It's bringing the two together into union. When you bring masculine and feminine energies together and they are unified, okay? And this is regardless of your physical anatomy. I'm talking about essence. Your feminine and masculine energies are unified. They are complementary. They are aligned with each other. Anything is possible. If you're imbalanced, if you're misaligned, too much of your feminine energy isn't balanced right, so you're feeling and you're super intuitive, but you do absolutely nothing to manifest that vision, to bring order, to put action, energy into your actions, and to organize and to give structure. If your masculine energy is very dormant, but your feminine energy is feeling all these feelings and receiving all these messages, and you're not doing anything about it, you're not taking the action that you need, like, you're setting yourself up. Okay? And it goes the other way. If you have an overactive masculine energy, overactive, and you're doing, you're just busy doing, busy work, no direction really, you're just doing just to do it instead of being, right? That feminine energy is dormant. You're not being guided, or you're not allowing your heart to lead you. You're not listening to, a higher guidance, a higher form of guidance, or your intuition. Okay? These higher dimensions of self, of your consciousness that are very much there and very much alive and present within us, but you're blocked off. You see? So it's always very important to be present. Have a daily practice. You have to have a daily practice. Right? And I say this because we're in a growing, a synthetic world. Just a synthetic built world. It's becoming more and more that way. More man-made. Man imitating creation. For example, I just went to Whole Foods, and for the life of me, this is Whole Foods, okay? Oh, there's something on my finger. But yeah, grape. And you would think, Whole Foods would sell grapes that have seeds, but it's seedless. Fruits don't have grapes in them anymore, or seeds don't have grapes in them anymore. Did I say that right? Grapes don't have seeds in them anymore. Watermelons don't have seeds in them anymore. You understand? So it's really up to you to invoke a daily spiritual practice where you're constantly cleansing and purifying and aligning yourself with yourself. We're all manifestors. We're all creators. And it's about the type of energy that you choose to put forth behind the visions that you receive when you're doing your meditations, or you have a dream or a vision or something like that. And also, one little tricky thing about spherical time. Think about like a sphere, like a globe, but then it has like a web, it has spider webs. All those timelines are tied and woven in together beautifully and perfectly. All things exist all at once, all the time, everywhere. They made a movie about that, Everywhere, All the Time, All at Once, or something like that. Anyway, one thing can happen when receiving visions, that you have to be very much grounded in yourself, because it can almost be misleading sometimes. Because it happened to me, like I thought, oh yeah, okay, this is a vision, okay, this is something that I'm gonna download, this is a solid idea, I'm gonna go this way. And then time moved, energy moved, and as I became more and more in alignment, I was following a path, and the path started expanding and opening up, and then all of a sudden I'm given another download of where I could be. So it's all about your leading with your heart, but most importantly, having the bravery and the courage to do it, having the confidence to do it. So yeah, I'm a bit tired. I'm gonna take a nap and relax. Next week is going to be busy. September is going to be amazing. Yeah, this will be the first video, I believe, and first video for the last month of the deer season. I know I've been talking about this for months on end, of this animal spirit thing, and I am getting there. I'm really very much have beautiful, wonderful ideas, and placing myself more in alignment. It's all about activating our internal magnet. We are magnetic. We are electric, but we also are magnetic. And now is the time, because all that we desire already exists. If it's truly in alignment for you, if it's truly coming from, that desire is coming from a pure place, not a wounded place, not a place of lack, not a place of, oh, well, society, you know, I have to have this, my career path completely mapped out. That doesn't work like that. I'm proof of that. This summer, like, my career just poof, imploded. And yet here I am going back to teaching. Because there's something in me. There's something there for me. It's not just because, and oh God, I'm in so desperate need for a job, I'll take anything. No. That Nadja's just gone. I don't think she ever really existed, because I changed career paths and jobs, I think probably over a dozen times now. I've done so many beautiful, wonderful things, so I don't get stuck on careers like that. But there's something about teaching and guidance that I love. I learn this way. You know, I learn from my students. And I want to hone in on this skill. And so I really do. And there's so many different avenues of teaching. Teaching is a beautiful gift. Beautiful gift. So, yeah, be brave. It's hard, especially if it's something really big and you're alone. Because in truth, you're not alone. But it's going to take that alignment of this dualistic experience in this world that we have. You have chaos and order, and when you put chaos and order together, magic happens. And what I'm seeing in society, it's more order, and then they're trying, but with all this order, they're hiding. It's just completely dissonant. It's just not organic anymore. And the thing is about chaotic energy, that that dark feminine, or what they call the shadow I don't know, but the feminine energy is like, you can't control it. You cannot control chaotic energy. It's unpredictable. There's mystery behind it. Masculine energy is more of the power. You can conserve. It's almost like with celibacy, and when you study sexual energy, okay, when you go beyond just the oohs and the ahs and the hormonal, biological, genetic thing that you know, orgasms, okay, the pleasurable part of it, that's one really big area. But the other big area is literally life force energy. It's very, to me, yes, there's a feminine component, but when you're exercising it and you give it direction, it's very masculine to me anyway. It's very external, but when you learn how to conserve, and then you repurpose that energy, that's also a way to become incredibly magnetic. And I mean, I've seen it, you know, and this isn't something new. This is not brand new. This is a practiced for eons. So it's just something that in a highly hypersexualized society, they throw it in our face so much and we waste it. We're unintentional with our energy. So yeah, I feel that this is where I'll stop. May this message find you well and whole, and I will see you soon. Talk more about being present. A lot of good stuff, and you know, in time, playing with time, the energy of time. It's not what you think. It has nothing to do with thinking, you know, thinking, our mental faculties. There's purpose behind those. Yes, that's a very big thing, a very big deal. I'll probably go over that during my wolf season, but with that, I need to get out of here. It's not too hot, but it's not like the coolest. It's sitting in the car. Okay, goodbye.